Federalist No. 7, Concerning Dangers from Dissensions Between the States, continued, November 17, 1787, by Alexander Hamilton, from the Federalist Papers. It is sometimes asked, with an air of seeming triumph, what inducements could the states have, if disunited, to make war upon each other? It would be a full answer to this question to say, precisely the same inducements which have at different times deluged in blood all the nations of the world. But unfortunately for us, the question admits of a more particular answer. There are causes of differences within our immediate contemplation which, if the Union were dissolved, might soon embroil the states with each other. Territorial disputes would be one of the most fertile sources of hostility. The competitions of commerce would be another. The states less favorably situated for trade would be desirous of escaping the disadvantages of local position and of sharing in the advantages of their more fortunate neighbors. The regulations of trade between separate confederacies would produce animosities. Each confederacy might attempt to secure commercial advantages by imposing duties or restrictions upon the others. This would naturally lead to retaliation. The spirit of rivalry, once inflamed, would give rise to frequent quarrels and perhaps to war. Public debts contracted during the Revolutionary War might also become a source of conflict. If the Union were dissolved, the question of responsibility for these debts would inevitably arise. Disputes over the apportionment of the burden could easily produce resentment and hostility. Another cause of disagreement would be the interference of foreign nations. European powers would not fail to take advantage of divisions among the American states. They would cultivate alliances with particular confederacies and encourage disputes among the others. Foreign influence would deepen rivalries and perhaps draw separate states into opposing alliances. Domestic factions within each state might also seek support from foreign powers, thereby increasing the risk of conflict. A disunited America would therefore be exposed to continual intrigues and rivalries. Border disputes between neighboring states could arise. Competition over access to rivers, harbors, and western lands would produce tension. The weaker states might fear domination by stronger neighbors, while the stronger states might be tempted to assert superiority. History teaches that such conditions frequently lead to war. The causes of hostility are numerous and often trivial in appearance, yet powerful in effect. Without a common national government to moderate disputes and enforce justice, the peace of the continent would be perpetually endangered. A well-constructed federal union, on the other hand, provides a tribunal to settle disagreements and prevents the escalation of local disputes into armed conflict. Thus, the Constitution offers not merely a system of governance, but a safeguard against the destructive rivalries that have so often divided neighboring nations throughout history. Publius,